Welcome back to TCA TV. What is the true meaning of Easter?
The true meaning of Easter is when Christ rose.
Well, Easter is the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Jesus' resurrection.
The resurrection of Jesus.
The true meaning of Easter is that Jesus didn't stay in the grave, he rose.
That Jesus rose from the grave.
Oh, I think you got this one, Matthew.
You got it.
Well, Jesus Christ is risen. It's the best day ever.
Amen, amen, amen.
What does the Easter bunny have to do with Easter?
In my opinion, absolutely nothing.
I think something about spring and bunnies just kind of works together, right? And that's mixed in. But other than that, I'm not too sure, honestly.
Nothing. It's just secular people try to cover up the true meaning of Easter because they're afraid that it'll spread the good news.
It's like a made up story that kids believe in these days.
Has nothing to do with Easter.
Well, technically, that's a pagan tradition. Easter used to be a fertility holiday under the pagan tradition, and so rabbits were kind of associated with it.
What is the origin of the Easter eggs?
Perfect.
I actually don't know. It's not in the Bible. How am I supposed to know this?
I don't know, but I know they don't have a good meaning behind it, so that's why.
They were like hidden, and then people had to go find them, and then they made it into a hunt, and now everybody does it every Easter, has treasure hunts.
People just like went to find eggs. I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody decided that they thought chickens were a great thing to go along with Easter. Dennis, you want to answer this question?
No.
What does Easter have to do with Easter eggs?
They're eggs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're eggs.
What do you do for Easter?
Usually I go to church, then I spend the day with my family, and we have time to reflect about what Christ did, usually around a meal as we discuss about what Christ came down here to do.
Eat a lot of food, spend time with the family, and obviously we'll go to church and remember the resurrection.
We gather with families and we celebrate the resurrection and the true meaning and definition of Easter.
I gather with my family, and we go to church in the morning and then have dinner together.
Go to church and then have like relatives and family come together and talk about it.
I have a huge lunch with my family. About 20, 30 people all come over after church.
Go to church in the morning, thank God for all that he's done.
Do you like Easter or Christmas more? Which one is more important?
I like Easter. Less stress and more focus on Christ, especially since it's not about the gifts, which a lot of people tend to make Christmas about gifts. So in my experience, I like Easter only because that's where the focus is on the salvation that he gave us.
Well, man, that's a very good question. I don't know. I like them both very, very much. Christmas, we remember that Jesus Christ was born, and we remember that the birth of Jesus Christ and all that has happened, while Easter, remember his death, burial, and resurrection. Both are fantastic and both good holidays to celebrate. What do you think, Matthew?
Amen. I just like Christmas more.
Why?
Just presents.
They're both very important. You can't have one without the other. What's more important, to breathe in or breathe out? Right? They're both very important. You have to have Christmas to remember that Jesus Christ was born, and you have to have Easter to remember that he resurrected on the third day.
Amen.
I think in the Christian world, Easter has more meaning to it, but I feel like Christmas is celebrated more festive.
Christmas. All the way. Christmas is more important because that's when Jesus came to the earth.
I like both because Christmas, Jesus came, and then Easter, Jesus rose and he gave us life, and we can be they're both important. You can't say one's more important than the other.
Christmas or Easter?
Christmas.
Christmas. That's all the way.
It's a better vibe.
Yeah, facts.
Which one is more important?
Both. They're equally important.
facts.
They're equally important.
I mean,
Stole that
with-
answer from Mr. Morgan.
Without Christmas, you can't have Easter. So you can't really say that Christmas is less important, but I would say that
But it's better, though.
Easter stands for more in the Christian tradition.
Copying my answer. Exactly.
Who crucified Jesus?
Romans, who were asked to by the Jewish priest.
People that welcomed him, that loved him, and that he thought he would be somebody else, and they expected something else. So,
The people crucified him.
The Pharisees and the Jews.
The Jews convinced Pontius Pilate to do it, so it was the Romans on behalf of the Jews.
If you're talking about literally, the Romans crucified Christ. If you're talking about non-literally, the Jews, because they're the ones that brought him up before Pilate. But at the end of the day, if you really want to talk about it, this was Christ's plan all along.
Thank you for watching TCA TV. Bye.